What's going on, guys? Sacred Black Sheep 5555 with another video. And as I previously showed you, right, with the decks from the last video, we're using the Divine Masculine. Well, it's the Tarot of the Divine Masculine. The Manga Tarot, the Phoenix cards, the Estrella OG deck, which is this one right here. These are the Phoenix cards. Vlad Dracula Tarot, Tarot of the Divine Masculine. This is the Manga deck. And then we have, like I said, I was going to probably do some extras. We have the Japanese Gods and Herbs. And then, of course, we have a deck just for me that I'm also going to be using as well. So the song that just ended was It Must Be Magic by Tina Marie. It was a commercial now, but we'll get right into it. Rolling the dice. 8. So 4 and 4. 44 could be a significance, but you have 8 altogether. We have 5, which is the 5th house. I don't know if y'all can really see that. This lighting is terrible. We have Saturn. What is going on with Saturn? The fuck? That's like the third video that I've done back to back with the Saturn, and now we have Capricorn. So 44, Capricorn, Saturn, and 5th house. Maybe some significance. So the first card we'll pull from are the Phoenix cards. Actually, let me move these crystals. Put them right here next to my tablet. Oh wow! So I say Moses' tablet, and then we have the Hebrew High Priest, I believe. So this showed up in one of my readings before, and then. Ooh, I forgot what this one is. So, Bartender is now playing by T-Pain and Akon. I'm like, where's the book? It's right here in my hand. The Hebrew High Priest. I'm not gonna read it. I just want to read this one. This is the Jukan Akuma Mass. Let's see. Oh, and it's the Child of the Old Moon. That's what I was looking for. The phrase. So this is the Child of the Old Moon, the Jukan Akuma Mass, and then the Hebrew High Priest, which is 24. Somebody probably wants to take you out to the bar, or maybe you're a bartender and someone's in love with you, or likes you. You may be infatuated with a bartender. There you go. Yeah, the Hebrew High Priest, Spirit of Ambition. So, Child of the Old Moon and Spirit of Ambition. But with this Hebrew High Priest, this is also about being literally a high priest, a religious leader. You know, this is probably your calling. Child of the Old Moon. I mentioned in one of my readings about Moonchild, right? So you could be a child of the moon, or again, you could be a moonchild that's being called to becoming a religious leader, or in spirituality in general too as well. But that's still calling you to be a leader, nonetheless, in whatever it is that you are, that's drawing you to this video. So one fell out. I'm probably going to pull 3 from the Estrella OG deck. So that's 1. Wow. Saturn is a super significance. Discipline. One more, please. There we go. Pisces. And at the bottom of the deck, we have second house, which is material goods, money, values, security, work ethics, income, expenses, career, possessions, budgeting, assets, financial stability, personal finances. So your second house. Material goods. What is it that you are working on as far as a business? Are you working a 9 to 5? With this Hebrew high priest, like I said before, you might have a calling to becoming a religious leader. Don't focus on the finances. You'll end up abundant eventually. But most likely you're going to have to stick it out in the mud first and then build your way up to the top. I mean, just like anything now. You start from the bottom. Practice makes perfect. The more you keep at it, the better you'll be. And then that's when people start to recognize you and see how gifted and talented you are, you start to get offerings and opportunities to work with other people. But we have Juno here, Saturn, and Pisces. So like we had Capricorn and Saturn, and then we have Pisces and Saturn here too. But Juno says commitment, marriage, long-term relationships, fulfillment, compatibility, give and take, loyalty, partnerships, intimacy, needs, soulmates, unions, and June. June is significance, May, June, July. Oh, it gives you the dates. I was trying to see what Pisces was, but 12/19 to 3/20 is the season of Pisces. Let me read Saturn first. It says discipline, structures, responsibilities, Saturday, Capricorn. Oh wow, so Capricorn, Saturn. That wow. Restrictions, obstacles, trials, hard work, self-discipline, integrity, patience. Your commitment to God. You need to be more disciplined, especially if you're going to be a religious leader. Practice what you preach. Preach what you practice. Pisces, that's funny because most people look at Jesus as a Pisces because of that fish, which is bullshit. It's Capricorn. That's why Saturn is here twice. But the dreamer, Pisces, mystical, intuitive, psychic, romantic, sacrifice, sensitive, fantasies, escapism, empathy, artistic, adaptive, addictions, ruler of the 12th house. So you need to discipline yourself when it comes to your commitment with your material goods, you becoming a religious leader, as well as having discipline for your dreams. There's some type of intuition. You have some type of ability, whether it's psychic or empathic. But you're being called to do something great in this world. And it's definitely calling you to be more disciplined and committed to it. Actually, I'll pull these. As I split the deck, baby mama, father, bitter baby mama, father, children distractions. You could be dealing with a baby mom, right? Well, right, because you got the bitter baby mom and the child distractions. So your baby mom or your baby father is trying to distract you with the child, or try to keep you focused on the child and not really what you're supposed to be, as far as what your real commitments are. I mean, it's not, you'll be able to make time for your child, but you don't need to make time for this baby mom, baby father, whoever this is. If you're not married to that person, you really have no obligations other than this child. So the child is the priority, not the bitter baby mom. Remember that. Discipline yourself. You got dreams that you need to commit yourself to, regardless of that child. It takes two to tango. So y'all work out a negotiation on how they're going to take care of that kid. Most likely, I mean, you could try to settle things in court, but that's only just trying to get child support from you. But if you're on this religious preachers, teachings and stuff like that, they go and probably tell you, well, you need to get a job. Stop trying to focus on being a pastor because there's no money in it. Fuck that. If you're being called to becoming a religious leader, keep following your instincts. Trust your intuition, especially with this dreamer here. You are a moon child. You're the child of the moon. You are connected to source, literally. This is, wow. Now I'm just now looking at it, this is how the high priestess is. If you look at traditional tarot, the high priest has a connection to the moon. Her intuition, because she's connected to source. Prom song has just ended by Depswa. Let's see. Ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. King and Queen of Swords, bye Felicia, exactly. If they just a bitter baby mom, you don't need to be around them, other than for the child. But then again, you don't need to be around them with the child. You go, you pick up your kid, and you move on with your life. The fuck? It was just like that video that went viral that we found that was basically a sub skit though. But the main thing was that this chick had like 4 kids by 4 different men, but the one baby father that she had only brought dinner for his child, and she got mad because he didn't want to pay for the other kids. I get the gesture of trying to be the mature one, but if you don't have the finances for it, you don't have the finances for it. At the end of the day, it took 2 to make those kids. So if she feels as though that her kids need food, then she needs to go reach out to the baby fathers who she previously had kids with to take care of their kids too. And if they don't want to be obligated to take care of those kids, then that was her responsibility to be more mindful about the men that she slept with. Pure and simple. If you don't got it, you don't got it. You can't force yourself to be responsible for responsibilities that you did not create. That's their responsibility. Remember that. Diet change. More greens and fruits, less red meat, no pork, silent killer, shrimp, lobster, crawfish, crab, and catfish, all bottom feeders connected to Atlantis. Rush is now playing by Ali and AJ. Masculine energy, so I could be really talking to a masculine right now. Logical, dominating, analytical, focus. I love the familiar. So you stay focused. You gotta change up this environment. Even if you gotta cut the baby mom off. And she'd be like, oh, I'm gonna take you to court, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, take me to court then. And watch, when they see that I'm over here trying to be this religious leader, they're gonna look at you like, ma'am, how are you sitting here about to put this man through all this, knowing damn well he's got this calling going on for him? What kind of woman are you? This is why no man wants to be married to you, or no woman wants to be married to you, because you're trying to be so damn controlling of the situation because y'all got kids together. Fuck that. I choose me. Self-appreciation, self-care, self-love, self-discipline, self-worth. Once you know your worth, like you know what you're worth. So they can try to take you to court for your money all they want to. They're not gonna get shit. And I'm gonna leave it right here. Actually, I'm gonna pull one more. So I was supposed to pull 4, right? And I didn't. Why was that? What's underneath second house? North Node. Wow. Fate, destiny, life goals, lessons, journey, calling, mission, challenges, soul purpose, the future karma, learning curve, the destination. Actually, so y'all know I'm not capping. And Capricorn is right under that. Wow. The CEO. Look, because Capricorn was up here with that Saturn, bitch. You better listen to me. Look, North Node, Capricorn, second house. You have a calling. Because at the end of the day, you still going, you become that religious leader or a spiritual teacher, whatever. However, you have a calling. You are a moon child. You're being called by God to stand up for yourself, to take care of yourself, to be committed and more disciplined to your dreams. Also, too, we got that moon child and Pisces here. That's also connected to the moon. Don't let nobody tell you your life is over. Be every color that you are. This is the song Rush by Ali and AJ. Like, want to come up in reverse. Mask off. So somebody's about to reveal themselves. Or maybe this is time for you to take that mask off and reveal who you really are. Child of the moon, religious leader, you Hebrew high priest, chaser, the chaser. Fighting for the bond, remembers the connection, stop abandoning me, just want to love you. And maybe that's how the baby father, baby mom feels. However, you can't let them stop you from where you're calling. Did It On Him is now playing by Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna pull the Japanese gods and herbs, and then we're gonna go right into the tarot. Even though I should have saved this for last, but it don't matter. We have number 32, which is Toyuki Nukami, the Pseudonym Japonicum, I guess, I don't know. But it says fertility, elimination, amplification, expansivity. So align yourself. Fertility is all about, birthing, but birthing yourself, but your career. You're being called to create, to discipline, commit to something. That's what the fertility is. You trying to produce something. Amplification is double down on it. Expansivity, right? To expand. Self-reflection and meditation. Go within, sir, sis. Purification, invocation, exorcism, exercising an evil spirit, connection. Wow. Number 12. But it says, Amen no Futodama Nukami, hemp. We know what hemp is, right? Isn't that like another alternative for weed? Or what they turned weed into? But purification, that's like cleaning your space. Cutting out the fat, right? Diet change. And you got diet change with this purification. Exercising an evil spirit. Your baby mom, baby father is an evil spirit. You being the high priest, the Hebrew high priest, you know how to exercise these demons. Like I said, practice what you preach what you practice. So you may not have to, if you, again, get connected to the moon, get connected to spirit, trust your intuition, and stay committed and disciplined. I promise you, God hired the most high source, however you want to call them, Ra, Amen Ra, they're there, guiding you. They're going to show you a way to exercise this demon. And then you be able to practice and preach and teach the real way to get rid of evil spirits. Not just some homosexual spirit or the Jezebel spirit, but they always talk about in the fucking churches. And it's more than that. Because the homosexual spirit is not even a real thing. It's an incubus, succubus, Jezebel. Well, I mean Jezebel spirit, but their incubus and succubus is out here. Your baby mom, baby father is that incubus, succubus, wanting to stay attached to you, but by any means, trying to suck you from your life force. But we have 5 here, and that says Kuni no Tokutachi Nukami, Japanese milk vetch, and it says independent, accomplishment, connect, embodiment. Look at that. So you have, oh, it didn't show up. Wait, no, we have connection here and connect. I thought independent came up, but we have connect there twice. So get connected to source. Get connected to self. Embodiment is important. I'm gonna put one more. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, and 16 came back out. Because that was the one self-reflection meditation. 16. It says, oh my god, sushi no kami, wasabi. And isn't that a Japanese drink? But when you take that mask off, once you reflect and you meditate, that mask gonna come off. And it's gonna reveal to you those evil spirits that need to be exorcised. I'm telling you, about to gain some type of superpower. Now it's giving me like Bleach. Because wasn't they like basically exorcists in some way, shape, or form? Getting rid of the demons of the just getting rid of demons. We have number 7. Izanami no Kami, bamboo lily. Creativity, passivity, transformation, actualization, femininity. So also learning how to balance your masculine and feminine energies. The works that you're doing may not be traditional for a man. However, you're being called, especially with this Pisces and that moon. That's that emotions. Not only, but feminines, right? Women are usually in their emotions about shit. Well, you maybe as a man need to be in your emotions about shit, because that's how you get connected to source. Altitude and freedom. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Alright, so let me take these. Put these over here. I might go through them again. Actually, let's probably do that. I might go through these again at the end. I'll still have to pull cards too. My cards from my DoorDash bag. But you have masculine energies here. Mask off, diet change. Ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. Bye, Felicia. That demon gonna come out. Gonna come right out of them. They're gonna be mad as shit. Especially when you do step into your calling, right? And you don't have anything to offer. It's not like they can take you to court, because again. But however which way they're gonna try to treat you, they're gonna miss out on you becoming a CEO, because you needed to step into your North Node. You're being called to step into your North Node. And that's what's going to make you the CEO. Driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, ruler of the 10th house. So let me put that over there. That's going to be the 4th card I pull, because that North Node is important. Fate and faith. If you are a religious person, you better have faith. I say this, I feel like I say this almost in every other reading, but faith without works is dead. Put your faith in God, and He will lead you the way. But make sure that you really have to like believe. Gotta change that word up, because again, believe is belie. But you really gotta have faith in yourself. You have to trust in yourself and know that you are being called. Use your discernment and understand your story and the situation. Actually, let me move these two. Put those right here. So, oh wow, so we have 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottom of the deck we have Temperance. Temperance is all about the balance, reconciliations, apologies. Also look at this as an angel too, guiding you, leading you the way, leading the way to your north node. But I also look at this as testing the waters. You see, he's got his foot in the water, while also he has these two cups that he's going back and forth with. Some type of balance, testing the waters out, trying things, trying new things. Sagittarius. This is also Sagittarius, remember that. Drop It Like It's Hot is now playing by Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. But as we flip these cards over, we have Ace of Swords, speaking your truth, knowing who you are, being honest with yourself on what it is that is happening to you right now and why is it happening to you. He's sitting there like he's waiting for something. Maybe waiting to speak the truth. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is taking action, being passionate about it, being creative. This also looks like the Rescuer. So maybe your truth could help people move forward in life. Your truth, you speaking your truth and really taking action on something, it can help a lot of people along the way. Especially with that Hebrew high priest, I believe that has connection with Moses. And that's funny, I got this Moses tablet right here. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is someone who doesn't have much to offer, but it's still something nonetheless. He's still able to build with what little that he has. So this also could be you starting all over again. Breaking free from that baby mom, baby father, and stepping into your calling. But whatever it is that you're walking away from, you still have something to work with, to build upon. That reflection is terrible. I apologize, y'all. Maybe I should. Yeah, it don't matter. Whatever. But he also seems like he's one with nature. You could maybe need to get in touch with nature. Being one with spirit, with the universe, with God. Death. Ending something for something's got to end for something new to begin. Endings and beginnings. So this could be the end of a chapter for you, so a new one can start. So you're ending this old paradigm of you with this baby mom, baby father drama for you to step into your calling. Pistol whip you, dip you, then flip you. Wow. Justice. Come on, let me tell you something. Oh wow, I didn't realize that's a little bit graphic. Oh, he's got his private parts covered, but again, with this ending and beginning, this is only just going to bring you justice. Oh shit. So again, even if they try to take you to court, it's still going to come out in your favor. Especially when you speak your truth and explain the things that you had to go through to get to where you're going to, on why this needs to end, so you be able to move forward and build your career. shit, if anything, they might rule in favor of you having the kids, and then they're gonna have to pay child support. Also keep that in mind. So don't be afraid to go to court, especially when you know you ain't did nothing wrong. But then it just, life happens, and you get thrown off course sometimes for it to be redirected. But if you're being thrown off course, again, that's you getting called to step into your North Node. It's your fate. Your fate depends on this. If you don't want to step into your fate, you don't want to step into your calling, then just understand bad shit is always going to happen around you. You're going to be dealing with the drama every single time. Strength. Look at that. You better stand up to that dragon, that Jezebel, that incubus. Ace of Cups. Fight for what you love. Oh, wow, look at that. We have the priest here. Step into your calling. You are meant to be great. You are meant to be a leader. You are meant to be a teacher. You are meant to be a speaker. Well, maybe I don't know, I guess the music's not really in sync today. But Freak Nasty is now playing by Megan Thee Stallion. Or maybe they Freak Nasty. I don't know. Or somebody could be seeing you as Mr. Freak Nasty, Mrs. Freak Nasty. But we have Nine of Pentacles again. Oh wait, Page of Pentacles. But we have the Nine. So the 9 is all about being on your own, solo dolo, right? Because again, you have to be on your own to build yourself up. How they gonna expect you to take care of your kids if you can't even take care of yourself? How is you gonna sit there and get me pregnant? Because I'm still trying to think about the man's perspective. Remember, how you just gonna sit here and have a baby knowing damn well I'm not even stable enough for myself? This is also, and even if I'm speaking to a man, right? Whatever you're going through is also going to help other men with their situations. Especially with this 9 of Wands and this nine of Pentacles. Like I said, you might be a rescuer. You might be able to help other people in your journey. Other independent, other men out here on their own, probably with kids too, trying to build themselves. At the bottom of the deck, Princess of Pentacles. Someone's off their horse, but they seem like they got their armor there. They're just taking a break right now. But they still know where they gotta go though. So it may be slow for you right now, but once you get on that horse and start moving, I promise you, you're gonna be moving. You're gonna be taking off. It's gonna start off slow, but once you really start to understand the truth, drop the necessary people that no longer have any worth in your life, then I'm telling you, things are gonna start looking up for you. But your calling is not going to be an easy road though. That's why it's going to start off slow. And that's why you got to test the waters. Test the waters. With every time somebody comes in, you really got to test them, or they're going to be testing you. So be careful where you put your foot at. Underneath that is Ace of Cups. So again, the things that you love. You are unique. Because Unique is now playing by Gold Link and Anderson .Paak. You are unique. You're being called. You are the moon child of the old moon. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is about heartbreak. Like I said, it ain't gonna be easy. There's gonna be some heartbreak. If you gotta hurt some people, and you might get hurt too. It might hurt cutting some people off. However, You have a calling, bro, or sis. You already hurt right now. So you don't need to be hurt anymore. What's that? King of Pentacles. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be worth it. Building yourself back up to be that King of Pentacles, right? Yeah, that is the King of Pentacles. Stepping into your North Node, becoming the CEO. Look at all those O's, right? That money man, King of Pentacles. He's a money man, but he went through a lot to get where he's at, and it was worth everything that he'd been through to get to where he's at now. Remember that. Step into your North Node. It's fate. And there's that strength once again. That's that power. You might be you could be a powerful person when you really get there. Well, clearly because you're King of Pentacles. They know how to flex and flash. They have the money to back it up. And the thing about this, however it is that you're about to be, it's not like you out here got your hand out to people asking them for money, like how these preachers and teachers are now, always trying to guilt trip you into offering tithes. Fuck all that. If I got the money, I got the money, and I will give it to you when I feel as though it's deserved to you. I don't give a fuck if you claim to be a man of God. I don't give a fuck if this is the house of God. You got billions of other motherfucker peoples in this bitch. One person not giving you my money is gonna be all right paying the bills up in this house. But if you was really doing your job the right way, then you wouldn't even have to guilt trip and try to make people feel bad for not offering up their money. And this is where you come in, being a real priest, because that's the priest right here. And the first card from the Phoenix cards was the Hebrew high priest. You're going to be the real actual leaders in the religion and spirituality as well. You might be able to combine the two to show them just how connected and one of the like two sides of the same coin. You'll be able to show people that the duality of spirituality and religion. We have 9 of Swords here. 99. Something could have happened. You could be born in 99. Something could happen in 99. 99 could be a significance. We still have, and then we have, don't forget, 4 and 4, which makes 8. 44, 99. But the 9 of Swords is being stressed out, worrying. But it seems like, I don't know, something's being haunted. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be heartbreak and stress. You're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna be hurt. You may feel like you might want to end it, but this is all just one big ass test. God is going to be testing your faith. Put your faith in God and you will never be stirred wrong. Because after you completed this trial, right, you'll be the living testament. That's the whole point. If you really truly have faith in God, you're going to go through some shit. So therefore, once you get to a certain position, you get to speak about the things that you've been through. And it can help other people in similar situations. The right way. All these preachers want to go through this damn Bible, but they don't really have no real relations to their real lives on why that Bible verse is actually relevant to other people that could relate to them. Oh shit. And the Wind Tour is now playing by Azealia Banks. Ace of Wands. There's that spark, that creativity. Oh shit. And he still popped up. Like I said, you're really meant to be somebody. 10 of Cups is that wish fulfillment. So you're going to go through some trials and tribulations, but in the end, it's going to be worth it. You're going to be loved. You're going to be appreciated. People are going to look up to you. And then you be able to ordain other people, whether in marriage or into the council, however you want to put that, you know, when it comes to the religious rankings in the churches. However, though, you'll still be the one that's going to break those traditions, break those break the chains. I keep saying change. But again, change is going to happen, right? Being that this new age religious leader. I mean, we already got new age preachers as it is, but these new age preachers are no different from the preachers that, you know, you would go to at your local church. That pandemic really showed you that regardless of how the pandemic was orchestrated, whether it was man-made, God planned, or whatever, it showed you that when that quarantine happened and everybody had to be on lockdown, where could everybody go? Where was people going for God? They wasn't able to go to a fucking church. Nope, because we had to be in our damn houses. And then they had to figure out a way to do online preachings and teachings to show you that it's you don't need to be in church to find God. God is always with you. That's the point. And people always fail to understand it. And it's crazy how I was just watching a reader, right? And she was talking about something similar to that. About, oh, now it's about to escape me. Because see, somebody trying to play with me. Shit. She was going on about, fuck, I'm mad now. Maybe I shouldn't overthink it. It's going to come back to me if it's necessary. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Stakes, Ace of Wands. So you got Ace of Wands twice. Speaking the truth and being passionate about what it is that you're talking about. Because you know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. It's slowly coming back to me about the teachers, about the preachers. Oh, right. Because about the pandemic and how you don't need the churches and shit. She was talking about how there was one guy, or she was speaking or in one of her readings, she was talking about how there was a guy who was very religious, right? Who actually answered to a preacher, but that preacher kind of guilt tripped him into certain things, which kind of made this person feel a certain type of way in his current relationship. And she was also talking about how these preachers be making it seem like you gotta speak to them to get through God. And no, you don't have to talk to any fucking body to talk to God. You could sit your ass right then and there and call on him, which is what she was getting at as well. Spiritual Sag. Yeah, is that her name? Because she got two channels. It's Sag and Sun, and then it's Spiritual Sag, yeah. So you might want to check her out as well. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is being content. However, if we're looking at the Vlad Dracula, it says Rhodes celebrating Vlad's victory. So this could be your church celebrating your victories, or this could be your family too. All those kids. Oh, that's not a kid. Those aren't kids. Never mind. But this could be your church group, or the people that followed you all the way to the end because they believed in you. Right? There's that belief where they had faith in you because they love you. King of Cups. You express yourself. You have no issues expressing yourself and speaking the truth and being passionate about what it is that you've been through. Because you're connected to Source, you're connected to God. They can't tell you wrong. They can't steer you off the course. They can't take you off course on which you know you're being divinely guided to. So you might end up leaving this relationship or whatever. You might be homeless for a minute or whatever. And the people that you meet along the way, that's how you build your following. But then also during your journey, you're going to have to tell people this, that, and the third, because you're being connected to source. All depends. These religious leaders are trying to tell people how they should live their lives with the do's and don'ts, with sin and not sin. Fam, do what you love. God will get their asses in straight if it's against what He has planned. I will say that. So even if I could come out my mouth and be like, oh, you don't love yourself for getting surgeries and you're not connected with God, I can sit there and preach all that. But everyone has a connection to God, whether they want to listen to that or not. That's the only thing I be getting at. If you truly feel like you want to get these operations to make you feel good, then you have that discernment first before you go and get these operations done. Because how is it that you love yourself, but yet you're sitting here about to alter your body up to make you feel a certain way? Two of Cups. Vlad's promise to Hungary and Turkey. Remember your promise to God. Remember God's promise to you. But there's 3 people here though. Two of Cups is also about a soulmate connection. You might end up connecting with somebody along the way who's actually your soulmate. Look at that. Queen of Swords. A potential soulmate right there. Queen Mother Elizabeth Salagi. But the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks her truth. She also don't take no bullshit from anybody. And that could be the same case with you. You may be a little bit quick, you know. You may have a little, flair with your mouth, and she be able to be right there to get your ass straight. You know, it may not be anything disrespectful, but sometimes the things that you may say be a little bit too blunt. And does she come in like bring it back and reiterate that in a different way? You know, but that's what partners do though. They help each other build and grow. Temperance, yikes. The reason why I say that, because look what's happening. It says, a slow execution. That's also, again, you teaching people, you telling people, you preaching to people, and that's all up to them if they want to take your advice or not. Again, they listen to you, but they also still, again, discernment. They'll get hurt in the end if they don't get the message. You tell them twice, and then if they don't listen to you, it's time to move on. One of my readings, probably 3 readings ago, I end up playing something from the book of the Bible, something from the Bible app. And I actually played it on an audio, and one of those things was, oh wow, I need to find that video, and when I do find it, I'm going to pin it in my comments because it may have a connection as well, because it was talking about traditional leaders and stuff like that, and how it's supposed to be. And I don't think that how these religious teachers are teaching now isn't the real way to teach. Because I'm telling you, we are supposed to be learning how to do shit. We are supposed to be learning how to heal ourselves, how to plant and build and build a community, essentially. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is your community right here that you're going to be building yourself. Off the things that you were passionate about, over the hardships that you've been through, because they have faith in you. They see God in you. God isn't about fear. Only to people who don't believe, because those who don't have faith, those non-faith people are going to be the ones in fear of God, because they wasn't listening to the people who really was connected to Him. Center of the Earth is now playing by J. Davy. Eight of Cups. Saxon Trader, bored alive, like I said, right? If they don't believe in you, then there's going to be consequences. If they don't have faith in you, then there's going to be consequences. That's going to be on them if they don't want to be, but if they don't want to have faith in you, they're the ones that's going to be on the chopping block. They're the ones that's going to get boiled alive, not you, because you decided to listen to your intuition. You decided to listen to your calling. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about an offering, right? That's how I look at my Three of Cups. But it says Vlad and the Benedictine monks. It also could be a celebration. Celebration, however, I look at it as an offering. But when you look at this though, or the way I'm looking at it though, is like you're getting offerings from people, but you're not trying to guilt trip nobody. They really have passion. They really you connect with them on a soul level, and this is why they're offering things to you. It's out of generosity, not out of guilt. I'll travel to the world just to please you. This is how the people are going to look at you. They'll travel to the center of the earth to really stand up for you. Because you are the truth. Is that it? I guess so. At 51 minutes, yeah, that better be it. So just remember that. You have a calling, sir or ma'am. But I feel like I'm talking to a dude though. But it don't matter. Pick your story. Everything may not resonate. This is a general reading, so pick and choose what applies to your current situation at the time that you get this, come across this video. But we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. We have Ace of Wands, and then we have Three of Cups. Because you figured out a balance. This also looks like alchemy. Not saying that you're going to be doing magic or anything, but even if you do, it's all a lesson for you, and you still be able to teach people the reality of black magic and magic in general and how it's being used and shit. That's what I'm saying. With this Knight of Wands here, you might be able to save some people from death, essentially. Keep that in mind. There's justice right here too. You are the justice. You're the one that brings balance. We talk about justice and temperance, so there's balance twice. And that Ace of Wands, that's that spark. You got two wands there. You are in control. When two wands pop up, that's control right there. But you are in control of your own life. You are in control of your own faith. You can't let nobody take you off your path to what is that you're being divinely guided to walk in, to step into. Boot Up is now playing by LMA. Yeah, that is LMA. Okay. All right, so I'm going through my cards now. I gotta look at the camera so y'all don't think that I'm just, trying to forcefully pick out shit. But I want to shuffle. All right. Shadow Work, yes. I'm gonna pull a few more and then that's it. Because this is already an hour long, so. Boot Up. Actually, let me put that out. Shadow Work is definitely something that you're gonna learn, something that you're gonna have to do, something that you're gonna have to teach and preach. Shadow work is important because the shadow work is going within yourself and looking at the things that you don't like about yourself or you keep hidden in the shadows that could be toxic traits, but it's just looking at who you are through and through, for better or for worse. We all got demons. We're all not perfect. That's why can't nobody judge us but God. So there may be some skeletons in your closet that you may have, but you gotta go in that closet and really recognize it for what it is and keep that door open. Because you shouldn't be embarrassed about the things that you've been through, the things that you got hidden in there. The only reason why you got them in the closet anyway, because you're embarrassed about them. And then if people find out about those skeletons in those closets, they're going to try to open up that door and expose them. You can't allow nobody to have that kind of control or power over you. Only you can be able to do that. That's why you got to do that shadow work. So whenever somebody, because again, once you step into this leadership position, people are going to try to go dig into your past. They always do that, no matter how successful you are. It was just something I was on Twitter earlier today, and Saucy Santana, he doing his thing. He living and thriving and surviving. But people want to throw some old tweets that he said about Blue Ivy's hair. Who didn't make a comment about that child's hair? I'm not saying that they were right. I'm not saying that they were wrong, but people were going to comment. And so he got this new video with Mulatto, and he's kind of embodying Beyonce in the video. And then somebody's going to sit there and say, oh, well, how you going to sit there and talk about a woman's child and you sit here, you trying to be like her or whatever. And then I'm thinking to myself, girl, if that baby wasn't Beyonce's, you would have talked shit about that. You would have dragged that child too. People crack me up on how they feel like they be so like dick riding for real to people. But they're a fan. You can't get upset on how people defend the people that they care about, or who they find entertaining, that they enjoy because of the impact that they have on their life. So just imagine, once you get into that leadership position, the things that people are going to do to not only try to take you down, but also try to defend you for. R. Kelly ain't perfect, clearly, right? But yet you still got older women defending him still to this day. And now comes to find out that certain parents were grooming their child to talk to R. Kelly. So it's just, you got to think about shit like that. The shit that really happens in the world. And how people will try to set other people up just to bring them down. Because of jealousy, envy, and hate. This is why that shadow work is there. You get that shadow work done, I'm telling you, whatever things that's in your closet, they can't blackmail you. So again, if you are in a marriage, because that's another thing that she mentioned, it could have been someone who actually is attracted to men, but because they have this fear of God that they don't entertain that. And then they're forced to be in a relationship with women that they know damn well they don't love, but they only do it because of religious constructs, because of fear of God. No. You can't allow nobody to put that kind of fear in you. If you're a God-fearing man, it's because you got a connection with God, and he's putting that fear in you because you're on the wrong path in your life. So if you are in the closet and you have a calling, trust me, you gonna get pushed out that closet, bro, or sis, because women can be on the down low too. Let's talk about it. There's always parallels. Just like when two men have this fantasy of two men, just like men have this fantasy of two women getting it on, there's women out there that have this fantasy about two men getting it on. That's why it was in my last reading or the reading before that, and I was talking about dealing with married couples and shit like that, and how that's like no longer my cup of tea. But if I'm going to do it, then the wife has to know. And if she really wants, and if she's going to know about it, then I mean, by all means, she can watch us get it on. Message in the stars. Learn your birth chart. Child of the old moon. You're a moon child, but definitely know your birth chart. Because again, this north node is right here. That north node is always important. I'm a Sagittarius North Node. That's probably why I had to mention spiritual Sag. She's definitely one of many. Because then there's another reader I definitely talk about. Speaking of, right? It's another reader you should check out. Right there. You know? It's her and then spiritual Sag. Goddess Queen Just Me, 23 is another reader that I watch. And she has her ancestors, her guides, and she has her ancestors and guides speaking to her. She's a medium. So, and she's definitely helped me a lot and understand the reality of what's happening in the world, especially when it comes to this damn system. B-Star. I don't have to get into that. That's a show, so you may want to check out B-Star. Now, see, okay, so it's all about traditions, right? How the wolf, his natural instinct is to kill, right? But then he has an infatuation with the rabbit. And it's like, it's really conflicting with his emotions and what, you know, what everybody has taught, is how he was taught to be versus how he naturally feels about something. That's also could be what the case is for you. Teach me how to love. You may be able to do that shadow work, and you be able to teach other people how to love themselves, love their demons. I'm not saying really be all on demon mode, but you got to really learn the balance between good and bad. Learn when it's necessary for those demons to come out. Right? There's good and bad in all of us, and those demons have a mission just as well as the angels on our shoulders as well. But again, balance, temperance, testing the waters, figuring out who you are in this world. Long time playing by Playboy Cardi. Canada, eh? You could be from Canada. Or maybe that's where you're going to be called to do your teachings, your preachings. Or, right, it could be people that you're connected with in Canada as well. Because like I said before, you don't need a church to get connected with God. So you may actually have a big audience in Canada. Why'd I look like I spelled that wrong? But it says, karma is not a bitch, she just makes you hers. So, what goes around comes around. So, if you getting your ass kicked, that's karma. But it's not because she a bitch, it's because you deserved it. And not saying just you, but the people around you, the people that's getting in the way of your fate. But if you allow these people to get in the way of your fate, you gonna catch this shit too. She gonna make you your bitch. She gonna make you her bitch. Remember that. And if you ain't no bitch, then you better stand up. Set boundaries. Yeah, set a bound. Yeah, set a boundary. I'm like, I can't even read my own damn hand right yet. Past life connection. In your past life, we look at the Hebrew high priest, because these are the Phoenix cards, which are your past lives. In your past life, you used to be a high priest, a Hebrew high priest, and now in this lifetime, you're being called again to being in that religious aspect. What did I just hear? Clear audience. So you may have a sixth sense. These are one of your new abilities. Stay connected. Discipline. I'm telling you, this spiritual awakening is you're gonna be opened up to a lot of shit. That's all I gotta say. You're just gonna be open to a lot of shit. So really trust the things that you are hearing right now. or just in general, the things that stand out to you. So as I do these readings, I have music playing. Sometimes I may pick up something while I'm talking. Sometimes I don't. Remember, I was just like, well, maybe the playlist ain't really working, you know, in this reading right now. Sometimes well, this is like the first time it kind of missed. But again, it's still me learning my abilities. You know, I am clairaudient. And then being clairaudient, if you have a spiritual connection, if you have a soulmate connection with somebody, that soulmate is able to communicate with you through music even when they're not around. Let's Groove is now playing by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Life partner, see? Didn't I say something? Well, your soulmate, but your life partner is here. Give each other a boost. So you're going to meet somebody along the way that's going to help you in this case. Circle of life. Remember the food chain, but reincarnations, circle of life. What goes around comes back around, karma. But it's not just, you know, the things that you're just doing for it to come back on you, but think about the circle of life on why you're brought back onto this earth. The things that you did in your past life, the karma that you did in your past. Oh wait, I think the South Node is also about your past life karma as well. And don't also too, karma isn't just bad. There's good and bad karma. Remember that. So it's just like what you put out into the world is what you get right back tenfold. That's karma, for better or for worse. Oh, wow. If you really are God-fearing, how can you be afraid of human judgment? Step out of that closet, sir or ma'am. Or open that closet and face that shadow. Face your demons. Embrace your demon. Only God can judge you. Seriously. I'm not no saint. Shit, I still watch porn. I follow porn stars on my Twitter. You know, I literally just got myself into a Discord with with basically an adult star. So again, like, I'm not perfect, but I still preach about God and love and light. Right? It's not really about you trying to change to make yourself look perfect. God sees all that shit, but he just wants you to be honest about how you feel about him. And when you step into this world, to always stay loyal to him. Stay loyal to God. Stay loyal to source. Samson and Delilah. Wow. I might, most likely am talking to a man. Now that I got this B-star and this Samson and Delilah here, you know, understand your strength and your weakness. Was it Samson's hair his strength and Delilah was his weakness? And then she shaved his head off, which made him even weak. So be careful who you are. Understand your strengths and weaknesses. Do that shadow work. Nobody should have that control over you. Nobody should ever have that power over you. Nobody can't take your strength away from you other than God. And that's only because it's your time to go. That's the only time you won't have no strength to do anything, because you completed your mission and now you've ascended to your next mission. In a different realm, different galaxy, different dimension. You know, who knows where we actually go once we pass over. If we pass over. You also got to talk about that too. And this is probably why certain people are being brought back, being reincarnated. You know, the body may be different, but the soul hasn't changed one bit. That soul is still here on this earth for a fucking reason. So no matter if you killed somebody, that soul is just going to be transferred into a new life and then it's going to be built back up to being who they used to be. Alright, so I'll take those 3. Well, I mean, I'm going to read. Damn, this really is a lot. Shit. You're going to need to drink/smoke after I tell you this. So you about to find out some shit that's going to have you wanting to sit down or have you drink or you know, smoke some weed. Or that could be something that you're going to tell somebody, right? Because now you didn't got the, you done found the gift, and now you about to go tell somebody, like, look, you may need to sit down and have a drink after I tell you some shit that I've been through, right? And that's probably what you're gonna be teaching people too, right? Telling people that when you preach to them, the shit that you've been through, they might actually have to have a drink or be high or whatever. Night owl, so you can, right? Child of the old moon, night owl. You like to stay up at night. Mayat, the goddess of truth and balance. Oh wait, goddess of truth, balance, order, harmony, law, morality, and justice. Her symbols were the scales and the ostrich feather. Her consort was Thoth. We have justice here. You have goddess Mayat. In one of my readings, her laws came up. So that also could be a connection to you as well. But these are the laws that you really should abide by, and not and also the Ten Commandments. All these other laws, they really don't apply to you for real. And most of these amendments that they have out here don't apply to most people because they're not really being properly taught. Also, keep that in mind. Batman, there we go with that night again. The Dark Knight. Justice. I was just watching a video. It was a skit or something, and the mom is washing dishes or whatever, and the son comes in with the Batman suit, and she's just like, "Oh, son, what do you want for dinner?" And he comes up behind her like, "Justice," and then like fucking puts her in a chokehold and takes her down. That's probably what you're gonna be doing to people too, you know, bringing justice to people. Like I said, you're gonna be the rescuer. You're gonna be saving people's lives. Need Somebody is now playing by Abra. Love yours. No such thing of a life that's better than yours. Right? So people might be hating on you, might be jealous because you're going to be the king. You're going to be a very wealthy leader who's going to be preaching about God. And it's funny too because it's going to be like hypocrite. You know, they're going to look at you like a hypocrite. But it's just like, how? Everything that I've got, people have given to me or I've worked hard for. I didn't have to guilt trip nobody, and I didn't have to manipulate anybody to follow me in what I was called to do. I love my life. I didn't have to go and be in anybody's business to try to throw them off. I mean, yeah, we were talking about the religious leaders and stuff like that, but again, it's only going to be on the same situation like with Jesus when he walked into the churches and he flipped those tables because he was calling bullshit to what they were doing. Same difference. That's it. It's not like you hating on them because you don't got it like that. It's just the way that they're preaching and teaching is it's disgusting. It gives you a bad feeling in your gut. Like it frustrates you. But you can't put your hands on people. You gotta learn how to love. So there's a different way that you're gonna to fight fire with water. Harem of hoes. I mean, it could be the baby mom, baby father who got all these hoes. Shit, you may have a harem of hoes. I don't know, right? This could be your following, right? But these are also could be the people that you're saving as well. these holes in these harems and these religious groups. Because, you know, there's some foul shit that go on behind the scenes. Let's talk about it, you know? Especially in the Catholic Church. You know, they touching up on them little boys. So, I mean, what else is going on in these churches? Let's talk about it, you know? I just want to spend tonight with you. We have Goddess Nut. Goddess of the sky, stars, cosmos, mothers, astronomy, and the universe. Member of the Ennead? I forgot how to say that. Sky, stars, cows is her symbols. Geb was her consort. Oh wow, look at that. You got Maya and Thoth here. So look at that. You're gonna find your life partner. Whoever you are, your religious leader or in the making, you're gonna find your or what they call it now, kingdom spouse, because you have Thoth here and you have Maya. But it says God of the moon, child of the old moon. But like I stated in my last video, or one of my 2 videos ago, one of my previous video, put it like that. I was saying how Thoth was the original moon god, and that he passed the torch over to Khonsu, because he wanted to focus more on wisdom, knowledge, and teachings. So you may actually meet somebody, oh well, I'm connected with Khonsu, so maybe this is Khonsu speaking to Thoth in this lifetime, right? Trying to reawaken you to being that leader again. But it says, God of the moon, wisdom, writing, hieroglyphs, science, magic, art, and judgment. His symbols, he got a lot of them. It's the ibis, mundus, papyrus scrolls, reed pens, writing palettes, stylus, bamboo, scales, and Mayat was their consort. Go Stupid is now playing by Polo G, Stunner for Vegas, NLE Chopper, Mike Will Made It. Goodness. Was that it? Yeah. Got a red goddess nut? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Just like, man, make sure I got I'm reading everything. But yeah, I mean, now that you're starting to understand who you are, go stupid now. God of Grain, Neper, their consort was Tayat, which is a question mark though, so. But the grain, the seeds, what you're growing, harvesting, it's time for you to plant your seeds elsewhere. Saint elsewhere. Time to plant those seeds, Saint elsewhere, and grow your crops and your foundation and your family somewhere else. I hate it here. Time to go. If you hate it here, move. Get out of Dodge. I know it's easier said than done, especially when you got a kid. But you know, align yourself. Karmic for sure. That baby mom, baby father, exactly. If you're dealing with a bitter baby mom, baby father, they're karmic for sure, and you hate it. You hate it here. I hate it here. Well, it's time to move. You get on. Let it go. Let them go. Stop staying together just because you got kids. They playing you. That's the oldest trick in the book. Oh, we got kids. What about the kids? What about the kids? We can still take care of them in separate homes, right? But stop trying to live under me and then trying to use the kids. No, how about you get off your ass and you go get yourself a job? Well, this, that, and the third, no. And stop trying to make excuses. If you so focused on this fucking kid, you're gonna have to get a job, period. Because what's gonna happen is when I step away from this, what are you gonna do? Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to, again, take you to court to try to get child support. No, but again, the way your life is set up, they might end up paying child support. Remember the promise. Remember God's promise to you. Remember your promise to God. If you get me out of this, I promise this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. We all got that moment. renegotiate though, because sometimes we be saying some shit and then we still end up doing it though, because we got demons within us. You know, we're not perfect. So remember that too. Just remember your God's promise to you. North Carolina? Yeah, North Carolina. Oh wow, we really want to talk about it. Oh, North Carolina is where they really big with the churches and shit. Isn't that where TD Jakes and Pat and Stephen Furtick be at with their churches? Europe. So you got Canada, Europe, and North Carolina. Light Spots is now playing by Catanata. Oh shit. I'm throbbing right now, so someone got a hard on. Right? It's just, shit. I don't know who's gonna be watching this. I don't know if that's how you feel, or how you gonna be feeling about somebody. You know, that's your life partner. You got a past life connection with the life partner here, so they're around here somewhere. But maybe that your life your life partner right here is probably got you throbbing, and you probably get your life partner throbbing. Set a boundary if you're not ready yet. You know. And again, it's like, and people want to be like, you know, save yourself. You know, don't have sex before marriage and stuff like that. It's about discipline. It's about control. Like you're gonna give into temptation, but give into temptation with somebody who has your soul, who you actually have a soul connection with, not someone who just got you who you got a heart on for. Because I promise you, that's what's gonna lead you to those Jezebels and those incubuses. You're following your dick and not really your heart. You're following your coochie and not really your heart. You know. They say pussy is power, but I mean, how much power does it have if people can't get onto the right path? It's only it's not the pussy that's power. It's the person that carries the pussy that has the power. Vermont. Andrew the Chosen, the first chosen, Andrew the Apostle, the first chosen. So you may have where's that Nine of Cups? Disciples. You may have disciples or apostles, other you know, religious people that's going to come in and help you. Because they know that you are the truth. They see you for who you are, for better or for worse. I'm telling you, whatever it is that you're getting yourself into, they're gonna try to throw that in your face. But if you embrace it, there's nothing they can do. You know, again, even if you're on a down low, they be like, well, I'm gonna tell everybody that you sitting out here messing with men, and you sitting here trying to be a preacher or whatever, and you gonna look at them, okay, go ahead and tell them, and watch. I still gonna have people follow me. I'm still gonna have people that loves me and adores me, no matter what. Because like I said before, R. Kelly is guilty of some shit, but yet you still got people that love and adore him. They accept him for who he is. Shit, we knew about this shit since Aaliyah. So let's, you know, like, it's no shock and surprise. When we first found out about him and Aaliyah, that should have been the fucking big red flag right there. And then we kept it on the hush hush, and then they allowed him to still do some fuck shit. And then they still trying to call this man a monster. How? When y'all could have nipped it in the butt right there with Aaliyah, put that man in some counseling, and then had him surrounded by some women. But no, y'all still allowed him to do whatever it is that he felt comfortable with doing, because y'all was making money off of him, mooching off of him, being greedy. See, and that's the thing. Whoever this bitter baby mom, baby father is, they know your secrets. But it's like the moment you try to break free from them, that's when they're gonna try to expose you for a monster. He's ruining our family. He's out here having sex with men, or she's out here having sex with women, destroying our family. No, the family was already broken from Jump Street. Mother Gaia. Didn't I say something about getting in touch with nature? Get in touch with nature. Get connected with Mother Gaia. That's goddess right there. That's the embodiment of goddess right there. Earth is. Kiss of life. Go touch that grass. No new friends. Keep your circle small. You got players around you. That's all I gotta say. Keep your circle small for right now. And once you really start to get that, once you really test the waters and really figure out where you're guided to, then you be able to bring in the not even you bringing in the laws of attraction. The right people will come to you. Don't be reaching out to anybody. Or nobody new, I should say. You may have some people that you can trust. You have to use your discernment on those people though, because not everybody's going to be on your side. I need some TLC. You're going to feel like that. A kiss of life. Maybe you be the one that gives people TLC by the way that you teach and you preach. It's just like that reassurance, Augustine band of Cahuilla Indians. So this is the Native American tribe. You may actually have some connections too. Maybe in your actual bloodline, or the people that you might come across, or you actually might come across this group too. In your teachings and preachings. A jinn. I spelled it wrong because I didn't know how to spell it back then. Well, Ajin actually is the Japanese definition, I believe, of a ghost or whatever. But in one of my readings, I mentioned Miss Marvel and how she found out that she was a jinn or something like that. This could be the same significance. You, with that clear audience, you may have some gifts, some other gifts as well. All right. So what else? Libra. Oh shit, you can't see that. You may be a Libra or dealing with Libra, but Libra is all about justice, balance. John Zebedee. Another disciple, I believe. Family affairs, family ties. It's time to really transform your family ties. It's time to bring a ego death to these family ties. You can't no longer let this hold you back. What about the family, this, that, and the third? If you're not happy there, if they only want to do is keep you stuck and only trying to blackmail you, right? Just so they can benefit off of you, and y'all not benefiting off each other, then yeah, it's time to cut these ties, these family ties, these family affairs, and move on about your life. Because your fate, it depends on it. And if there's a couple other readings that you could watch, but because there's something that I mentioned too about the fates. The fates are determined. They can't keep you away from your God-given throne. That also could be a connection to you as well, because I believe that was all about religious leader teachings or something like that as well. Let me clear these up because I want to pull my deck of decks for the next reading. My Boo is now playing by Ghost Town DJs. I've been wondering watching you. And even if it's not you being on the down low, you may have like some weird fetish or something like that. I don't know. It's probably something that people might, that you may think that people might turn your heads on. But there's probably a reason why I mentioned R. Kelly. You probably have a thing for younger people. However, it's not like you out here taking advantage of minors. You know, you have a standard, a moral. You know, you have a moral code on the things that you do. So if you do have a liking to younger adults, you know, you make sure it's consent, if anything, right? You're having a conversation with them. And I know that sounds really fucked up, but once you learn on this spiritual journey about these incubus, succubus, Jezebels, right? You're gonna also understand about how people are reincarnated, how old souls are in younger bodies. So people are developing a little bit different. That's why you think there are certain kids, I don't know, maybe you grew up, or maybe you grew up with, like, you know, your group of friends, and usually in those friend groups, there's always that one fast one who's always talking to older guys, right? Because I used to actually have a girlfriend like that. Not like my girlfriend, you know, I'm gay, so I don't really have sexual relations. I don't have sexual relations with men. So, but yeah, she got around, but she was talking to older dudes. Men with babies. Mind you, we are in high school at this time. So, you know, like it's very taboo to talk about it, because we always want to look at it that somebody's being a pervert, only trying to, you know, force themselves on children, when we know that there are teens out here that put themselves out there to adults because they know what they want out of an adult. Not saying that it is okay, but this is what people do. That's why you think that's why you think R. Kelly and Aaliyah got together. It wasn't like he was really grooming her, even though, you know, she was in the business. They were working together. She grew an attraction to him. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I had a thing for R. Kelly. And if I would have found out, I probably would have been one of those fools to end up with R. Kelly back in the day. Shit. I mean, I would have definitely tried to protect myself so I ain't catching no STDs from him. But, you know, you being so young and gullible, you don't think that he's gonna be out here doing the things. But, you know, lesson learned. That's all. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta move these. But whatever it is that you get yourself into, because you are this religious person, you'll be able to talk about the things that you've been through with whatever it is that you're getting down and dirty with in the dark. You know, like I said before, only God can judge you. Remember that. Only God can judge you. And then you having these conversations is going to really open up the door to parents understanding how their child is, and the things that they get into, if they actually give a shit about, you know, raising their child. Because let's talk about it. If a teen is out here trying to talk to an adult, it's because their parents, there's some parental issues. If you watch what is that movie? Oh my God, what is the fucking movie? I think it's like The Real Roxanne or something like that. And how she was young as shit talking to a grown ass man and got herself pregnant. Mama tried to tell her otherwise, but she still did her own thing, because she again was her own person who had her own thoughts, had her own free will, and did what the fuck she wanted to do, and had to learn the lesson the hard way. But I can't really remember the whole story, but yeah, remember that. That's another big story that people really don't talk about. She was a young girl talking to a grown-ass man, and she knew that she was young talking to a grown-ass man. Just like there would be certain people who sit here and get fake IDs just to get into clubs. Why do you need a fake ID to get into a club knowing damn well you're not supposed to be in there? Because you want to sit there, you want to be grown. Well, this is what happens when you know, talk to an adult. Well, it's just like, well, oh, well, the adults should know better not to talk to this, that, and the third. They showed up in a place where it was adults. How are you going to sit there and get mad at that person for talking to where it was supposed to be a safe place for an adult? I spoke on my channels before about these apps, Jack and Grindr. Those are supposed to be dating apps, but those apps are used for sexual activities. And sometimes 16, 17, even, you know, 16 to 17 year olds end up on that app trying to have sexual relations with adults. Pay attention to what your kids are getting into. You can't, I mean, you can do the best that you can I mean, you can try to stop them, but I feel like the more you try to stop them, the more they're just going to rebel against you. So you need to have that conversation and let them know about the dangers of talking to grown adults, being on the internet and stuff like that. There are pedophiles out there that will take advantage of children. I just looked at a video earlier about some woman who was talking about another woman and her child going viral on TikTok, how they got like 1 point something million followers or something like that, and then she went to the comments and how grown ass adults was making disgusting comments to a 3-year-old. There's a difference from a grown man trying to talk to a baby versus someone who's talking to somebody in their teens. There's a difference, and y'all still look at it as pedophilia. However, one is more conscious than the other one. The teen is more conscious of their decisions more than the 3-year-old. The 3-year-old is just being a fucking 3-year-old. That teen is just trying to figure out who they are, and they're gonna do some shit against the parents just to spite them, because their parents don't know them and what they're feeling and what they're going through. Not saying that any of this is okay, but this is the taboo shit. This is the shit that's being done in the dark that people don't talk about because it's so damn taboo and quite embarrassing to people. But again, if you face those, you do that shadow work, and you ain't got nothing to be embarrassed about when only God can judge you. Starman Tarot is my next. Roll the dice. Well, we already got dice out. Maybe I should take that card out because I should throw that card in the trash. The Movie Matinee Oracle deck. The Philly Tarot. Ooh, we got the Philly in my Starman Tarot. I like that. Movie Matinee Oracle deck. Starman Tarot. Philly Tarot. Sparks Fly is now playing by J. Cole. That was one of I Love Yours was a song that I think was quoted, yeah. Beyond Lemuria, Oracles, and last but not least, oh shit, 2 came out. Dragon Oracles and the Human Design System Rave Achin cards. Oh, so this is the first time I'm going to be using these cards. So this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to take these 2 because these are both Oracle cards. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Oracle cards and 2 Tarot. At the bottom of the deck, the Dragon Tarot. I might use that too. Oh yeah, I thought I was supposed to use the Blood Tarot, but I didn't. Oh well, it is what it is. Everything that was talked about needed to be talked about in this video. Oh, we have the Dragon Oracles, and then we got the Dragon Tarot. I might pull that out. Actually, let me just... And Gods and Titans is at the bottom, so, yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, or if you enjoyed this video, please give it... Well, if you're on YouTube... if you're on YouTube and you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you're subscribed, I have a playlist of full moon, new moon readings. I do unboxings of Oracle and Tarot oracle and tarot cards, and I have a playlist of energy readings, which I call the PYTs. And if you're on Twitch, somewhere on my profile there are links to my YouTube, I believe, as well as my Twitter. I could be wrong, but other social media platforms as well. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all touch grass, stay hydrated, and keep that faith. We got faith here, but we, keep that faith, because faith without works is dead. If you put your faith in God, you will never be turned wrong. You never be stirred astray or something like that. Along those lines, whoever this religious person is, you might know what I'm talking about. But yeah, y'all take care now. I love y'all for real. Peace. Okay.